What's up, everyone? I know nobody's watching right now, but getting this set up so we can see that the work that's being done, because I'm going to need this film for later. All right, guys. All right, so right now we got to dig a trench about 14 feet, about 5 feet deep, so we can put in our conduit. And that is what you guys are watching right now, so I can have this film uploaded later. Right on, guys. So we're going to go to 5 feet, but here's the deal. If you take a look, our actual, see my hand there, our grade on the concrete is going to be about 8 inches up from where we are. So under the slab, where the slab is going to go, we're just going to go 4.5 feet because we got to get this done. Once we get out to where I'm at, we're going to try and find a 5 foot deep trench, or otherwise we're going to use this big thing. And it's going to take forever to go about 100 feet over to the well. Plus I got to dig stop and waste. So, yeah, we're going to go 4.5 feet on the slab because we're going to have that extra thermal mass in the slab. I don't know how that's going to affect the frost line, but that's what we're doing. You got angles too, right? God damn, that fucking soil is tough, dude. Live streaming, so like live streaming can capture all this. One's there. All alone in the world.
had a feeling that was going to happen.
What up, Dale? God damn, I gotta figure out how to get this phone to sit. Hop in there and push this soil up so you don't have to move the tractor. I'm going to push this soil up so you don't have to move the tractor forward.
I just moved myself up a little, so
okay. All right.
there's the water line. Right here, yeah, we're almost halfway. Alright, that's good. That's good. Oh, wait, that's the water line?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, because your toilet and shower are here. Water's coming in under the
Yeah,
cabin.
that, right.
That's the water one.
Under the cabins.
Still got nobody watching. Ain't that a bummer? Who would want to watch this anyway? So we're somewhere between 30 and 50% of the way. And I think we're doing good. We're doing good. This soil is unbelievably hard. I mean, that thing can barely get this out. It's just insane.
About it? The angle you're going, we're going to have the water way over here. I'm alright. I mean, because... Oh, no. Even if we're on that edge of the trench? Yeah, I mean, that's fine. And can you get 3 feet over that way or no? Yeah, I guess I could knock that shit down. What's that? Go that way? Yeah, I mean, this. I might go where you want. Alright.
All right, so right now we're kind of coming at an angle. He's gonna have to move the tractor so we can bend it back to where we originally put the water. It's just tough maneuvering, and these machines are, I mean, he's probably got 10 hours total on it, maybe more, not much. And I never really run them, so. What it sucks is there's not really anything else I can do except clean up the property. Get ready to leave today, so that's kind of where we're at. It's worth it though. Man, we have all this footage, man. I'm telling you, I put this together. People watch this. It's pretty freaking awesome.
Whereabouts am I going? You want to go to... I thought you had that initially there. No, that was old. You could probably go right here. That's into the bathroom though, isn't it? That's the sink. Yeah. That's the wall. Right. So you just got to get to about here. Alright. So I just needed like a line right here. You might have to pull these stakes out of the way. it is.
Hello! How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. We're just doing excavating for our 5-foot trench so that we can get water to our shack that we're building. So that's what you're seeing. Appreciate you tuning in.
You know what, Scott? I think we'll be all right, actually, to go straight back. I think we might be all right to go straight back. You don't care if it's on the right side, dude. You just want to put up your back. So we're going to go. I think we can go straight back. I think the measurement, you can just double check this thing on the corner. I think you might be able to go straight back. Oh, fuck. Well, because you said if we go on the right side of this, right? That's 6 feet in from that corner. So if we put it right here, and you get a slight angle, that's on the edge of the trench. It'd be on that edge of the trench. Doesn't matter. You all right with that? Yeah, who cares? Okay, it's just going to be on this side of the sink. So do I need to come in at an angle or go back where I was? A slight angle. You still need to come in. You still need a slight angle, like 10-degree angle. But it might pull that stake out. It might not be worth it though, because while you're extra maneuvering with the stake, it's better just go straight back the way you're going. Yeah, I don't have enough room in there, man. That's what I mean. You might not have a choice. But either way, it's gonna be anywhere between 5 and 5.5 feet off of that wall. So it'll be inside that hallway. So we should be okay, right? Yeah, as long as we clear the hallway and we're under the cap. Let's clear the hallway. Let's clear the hallway. Sorry, dude. I thought you wanted it over here. All right. So should I go back where I was? Yeah. Sorry. Sorry. Over a little bit. We still got a ways to go though, man. Probably at least another hour and a half of digging. Which is gonna basically, I don't even think we're gonna get the septic tied in this trip.
Hey, we gotta get this in and backfill before we can do that.
Which next week, I mean, that's it. I mean, when they pour, we're going to bust our ass next Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's all right.
The weather.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. How do you guys respond when you're doing live streams?
I still got quite a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's sitting in there.
You're going to dig it down below grade, cap that well off so it's down below grade.
Oh, it should be a T in it. T in it, I'll put it across. Grab a smoke. Yeah, this fucking hard shit, man. It takes a long time.
Yeah, it's gnarly, man. That clay is awful. So, I don't know who's there. I see one guy watching. We just... there he is. I see you, buddy. Dude, this clay is nasty. So, we got like another 10 feet to go. 5 feet deep. Scott needs a smoke break. And I'm not going to mess with that right now. So, probably the next 6 minutes is going to be nothing. I'm going to go do a little Irish jig. Oh, shoot. Yeah, it's awful, Joe. That's kind of cool. Did this show up on your feed that I'm... That's awesome. I guess if you got notifications on it, it would show you that I'm live. So basically, I don't know if I told you, but what I'm doing here is instead of just dumping all that data, and I'm just going to live stream it, and I can go down later and download this video off YouTube, chop it up, and then re-upload it and delete the live stream because nobody's gonna watch this. You know what I'm saying? So basically, to anybody who's tuning in, it's wondering why you're watching this. This is my workaround to not have to put all that data on my phone or my camera because all my SD cards are maxed because I've got, I don't know, 500 gigs worth of data of video from my remodel that I never got to editing. So basically, I'm just filming us doing our work so that I can go back later and chop it up and turn it into something worth watching, you know. But anyway, so yeah, if you're just tuning in, yeah, Starlink's going, dude. No joke, man. It's good stuff. So we've got 10 more feet, and we've only got about 2 feet in depth at 5 feet deep. So basically, the original plan was to hopefully get all the forms done after this weekend, which now that we realize just how substantial this is, if we're lucky, we're going to get the sleeve in so we could run our Propex for our 3/4 inch water supply line. And maybe get the septic tied in, but because that's a lot shallower, but that's not looking so doable right now. So he's just going to keep digging, and I'll check back in every now and then, but thanks to whoever else is watching.
Yeah, you're over 5 feet.
All right. All right, guys, look at this shit. Watch this. Look how hard this soil is to dig. Look at this. Oh, and by the way, this Kubota is a hunk of junk. The controls that he has, he got kind of hosed, just like I got hosed on that camper we bought. Look how hard. I mean, it's like he can't even get. I don't know what we're like. It's a little nerve-wracking right now because this soil is so hard and compacted clay that this machine is just struggling fiercely. Yeah, I want you guys to tune into that. Is that on there? Yeah. Look at this. Watch this. Look at that. That is ridiculous. I mean, that's why this is taking so long. I mean, this soil is just... I had a job this year. So check this out, guys. I had a job this year as a stop and waste at a client's house. It was 5 feet deep. Thank God I had help. I had a kid I hired this year for a while. I can normally hand dig a stop and waste on my own, which is, let's call it 5 feet deep, so I got to go 5.5 feet down. Now I'm 41 and I can still do this. I can hand dig basically a 3.5 foot wide trench by 7 foot long by 5.5 feet deep and step it down so that I have just enough room to get my pipe wrench in there and replace the stop and waste. I myself typically can hand dig that in under 4 hours, usually around 3. The job we had this year, this stuff here is nothing compared to what I had to do on the stop and waste in Littleton this year. It was god awful. It took him and I 6 hours to dig because you would basically put your shovel in the ground and it would go that far. Now, I don't weigh much, but he weighs a lot more than me, and even when he got on it, threw his weight on the shovel, dude, we were getting an inch at a time. It was, I mean, there were some layers and whatnot, but the whole tie-around job was 8 hours to do a stop and waste. And my point is like, that's the first time I've ever dealt with that substantially awful, dry, hard-packed clay and sand. It was like a heavy clay, but there was a decent amount of sand, so it was just like a freaking brick. This stuff is just pretty much almost completely clay. I'd say 80% clay, 90% clay. And I don't understand why it's so hard packed out here unless the guy that previously lived here was fooling around and doing some dumb stuff. So, I mean, you can see, I don't even know if we're gonna get this done today. I mean, this is ridiculous. All right, I'm gonna set this back up over there. I think that'll do. By the way, I got this from one of my clients who was does the stuff for the hockey team, and the abs window is closed, man. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Not seeing results. I don't know, Joe. I mean, you did do a septic over there, so what I'm wondering is if... I'm going to get off camera just so if I use this footage. I'm just wondering if he did a lot of compaction over there. Get this, you're going to appreciate this. The guy's name was Jerry, okay? And he jerry-rigged everything. Like, that is literally, that dude is the definition of jerry-rigging. The guy that owned this before... My buddy here, I'm not going to mention him on film because I'm just trying to keep this incognito or whatever. Yeah, he everything he did here was so backwards and stupid that he literally is the definition of jerry-rigging. It's unbelievable. So we basically have to undo all his crap work And but you know what? It's fun, man. This little 2-bedroom structure with a bunk is going to be awesome in hopefully January when the elk show up. So I know I'll be able to find a tag here. One will come up available, and then I'm going to get a cow elk tag, and I'm hoping to sit there by the fire and just wait and see when they show up in the meadow and get some elk in the elk meat in the freezer. But in order to have that possibility, Jerry can probably. In order to have that possibility, we got to get this pad poured so that we can frame. So anyway, the original thought was that we would have this all done and the forums ready for Friday of next week because we got to go back up to town. Unfortunately, that's just not going to happen. So I got to come back down next weekend, and we're going to have to finish and get all the forums ready and hopefully have a pour on Monday and then do the flat work. And then from there, done, and we can just frame everything. We're not subject to the weather like we are. We're kind of up against it right now. We have a very limited amount of time left. It's already getting below freezing at night, so even when we pour the concrete, we're going to have to basically get tarps and PVC and build like a little hut over it with a heater so that it can cure properly. So all that'll be filmed. I'm looking forward to it. I love this live stream option, man, because one, it's kind of fun. I'm out there in the real time, even though, 1 or 2 people are watching. But it just saves me all my data on my phone. So I don't know why more people don't do this. Maybe they care about bad algorithm metrics. Nobody watches my channel anyway. I think it's all clay.
You think it's all clay?
I mean, I'm looking at the depth chart.
It didn't seem bad before when we were up there. Unless my machine's tired.
That it is, but nah, dude, this is all shit. It's all shit all the way down.
Fuck.
I like trenches, man.
Huh?
I like trenches. There's still 2 people. Who's the second person watching? Put in a message on the live stream. Who is that? Is this somebody I know? Maybe it's my mom. She watches this stuff. God bless her. I don't know why. There's Duke. That's the best dog ever. That dog right there is the most expensive dog I've ever had. Let me tell you about that damn dog in the background. This freaking dog. So I had one that looked just like him. I had to go to California when I first had my son because I wanted a better job. Anyway, it was not great, but I had to get rid of my first dog. They looked identical. 2 years later, after I was married, or right before I got married, I was in Arvada, and we went to the same shelter, and I saw people walking the dog, and all I saw was the back half of the dog when we first arrived, and we got in the parking lot. I told my wife, I'm like, that's my dog. I'm regretting that dog today. And she was like, what are you talking about? Somebody else is walking that dog. I'm like, no, that's the dog I want. I'm going to walk away with that dog today. So we get in there, and of course I went up to the people and talked to them to see what they thought about the dog. And luck would have it that dog does not like cats. In fact, that dog will attack any cat it sees, which I think is hilarious. But we got lucky because they couldn't take the dog home because of the cat situation. So I got the dog. And that's best dog ever. However, 4 or 5 years ago, that stupid thing ate a corn cob that one of the neighbors kept throwing out, and he cost me $6,700 to keep him alive. He was hours from death. And I finished my basement and had a bunch of brand new carpet that cost me $1,800, and he shit in that basement no less than a dozen times. So that's $2,000. So that was, we're up what, 67, almost $9,000 at that point. Then when we were temporarily at my buddy's house, he shit there. I had to clean the carpet. Then he just got bit by a rattlesnake this last July, the second day on vacation. It cost me $2,400. I mean, he's still alive. And I don't know, man. The next time this dog is on death's door, he's 10 years old. Like, I don't want to spend any more money on this dog. Oh, and he already shit on my brand new rug that I got from Home Depot, which is the softest rug. I love this rug. He shit on that twice. Then he just pissed on it. We got it cleaned professionally, and I'm like, hey man, did you miss this? I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. He's like, no, your dog probably just pissed literally in the same exact spot a day after I just got it cleaned. Like, all that said, he's still a really good dog, but I'm going to take blame on that because I probably should have let him out more. I don't know. Anyway, so there's that story, Joe. But you already know that. I don't know who that other person was. I guess they lost interest. That's fine. This shit's boring. I'll check back in a few if you're watching, Joe. That may be an indication of what the light actually is. You know what I'm saying? If there's like 3.5 down to 4 feet deep and it gets easier, maybe that's the cross line. Yeah. Anyway. Boy, we got ourselves a lot of work.
What?
We got a lot of work here.
Oh shit.
Dude, it's going to be a miracle if we can get this septic tied in.
Miracle what?
If we can get this backfilled and the septic tied in.
Kind of understand.
And then do I have a way to run a cable? Are any of these hot so that I can put my,
I can't hear you, man.
are any of those extension cords live so I can put my phone on the charger to keep it going?
The only one live is in the camper.
Alright.
I mean, you can use the generator.
Just turn it on here in a minute. Alright. I just when the battery starts to get low, depending on where we're at. I mean, what, 45 more minutes, an hour? Another hour? I don't know how to explain it, but there's something satisfying about watching that. It really is. We just lined up so it's can't see very well. Good. Look at how hard that is to dig. Good grief. Look at that. God, that's awful. Those of you tuning in, look how awful that soil is to dig. I mean, just... Whew. Yeah, the storage containers are junk. The only weight support is on the corners. And if you tried to insulate or do anything like that, what you run into is condensation issues. You get rust. They actually end up being more expensive than standard framing. By the time that you look at by the time you factor in like all of your sunk cost in that stupid container. Megan loves that stupid show, Life Uncontained. I mean, don't get me wrong, she's hot and he's a stud. Good for him, but I mean, dude, those guys are amazing. But that whole shipping container nonsense, it's just not a doable concept. I mean, I can get more into it, but basically, so okay, because I got time here. So they're made strictly for being stacked on top of each other. So there's no structural integrity to prevent anything from the sides or the top of the roof. So like people that bury them and shit, it's a terrible idea. And then the metal, like I said, if you wanted to insulate it, then you're going to deal with basically as the temperature shifts in whatever climate you're in, as the seasons change, you're constantly going to get moisture behind whatever you frame out, and then the metal, which will eventually end up rusting. Now that what they did on Life Uncontained was incredible, but like if you actually looked at the cost-benefit analysis of going with a structure like that, it's a complete waste. So the only thing I would do is get one for storage for the four-wheeler so the mice don't get in there, because they're in both campers right now. It's awful. That's again another reason we're doing this, is I don't know how people live the camper life, man. I can't stand it. It's awful. And this is not cooperating for me. Sorry guys, this is terrible filming, but I'm kind of stuck here. Shit. Let's see, is that sufficient? God, editing all this is going to be just wonderful, let me tell you. How's that? Joe, is that just a god-awful, that's a god-awful angle, isn't it? Oh, that's not so bad there. It looks kind of blurry to me on my phone, but I can't tell if that's just because it's a live stream. Have you thought about that? Oh, yeah, it's a bad angle, yeah? Okay, shit. All right. By the way, man, this is so cool that I got my buddy watching this. It's freaking awesome. Need a better phone. Oh, it's blurry because I need a better phone. I do, actually. That's a lot better. That's the angle I was looking for, even though it's kind of tinted. Let's see if I can adjust that. I like that, actually. Anyway, I'm going to get back to doing nothing.
How do you fix that?
Keep it up. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna get in there and shovel the soil up towards you. know, we also got to make sure when we take that pipe is that great. Yeah, that's a much better view. What do you got going on today, dude? You still there? I assume, because there's one person watching. Also, what are your thoughts on this new approach to do the live stream? It's kind of cool to be able to interact. Nice, right on. Dude, we're getting there, dude. We're getting there. I'd say damn near halfway at this point. I'd go further.
I think we're better than halfway.
Because we got, well, the problem is we got to get all the way to this, right about here.
Yeah. So we're better than halfway.
Yeah. What, maybe we back 4 feet?
Huh?
Maybe we go back on 4 feet?
More like 2. Just so I can get a better bite on it.
All right.
Pain in the ass, but it seems to cut better like that.
You know what's cool is Joe's watching my live stream right now and he's live chatting while
Yes.
it's awesome. Tell Joe what up.
Where's he at?
He's on the phone.
Oh. What up, Joe?
So anyway, I'm going to stay off screen just so I can have this footage for later. So we are probably 80 to 90% done on this trench. I've already got the pipe ready. So basically we have an 1.5 inch conduit that I've got taped on either end. It's basically set up. We're going to run, I've said this before, but in case you didn't catch it, we're going to run 3/4 inch Propex, and we've got a 90-degree sweep. And I already tested it to make sure I can push it through there. It's flexible enough, so that's going to work. So we're going to install that, and then we got to tamp everything down. I don't know what time it is because I can't check my phone right now, but I think if we're lucky, and I mean really lucky because I want to leave here at 4 p.m., we may be able to tie into the sewer and get everything prepped so that all we have to do is finish the site pad prep. But we're not getting to that this weekend. There was just no time. But what I'm wondering is how long it's going to take us to backfill it, and I'm wondering how well that backhoe is going to tamp, because I can't get in there with that machine and tamp. It's just not possible. So he's going to have to tamp with that. So I think there's going to be a slight concern for some settling. But if there's a slight mound, there's a... God, it's really hard to do this. Anyway, if there's a slight mound there in the center, I have that tamping machine. I should be able to tamp it, but it does not do very good on the soil. So then the other thing is, check this out. So you know, it's kind of like a gypsy camp here with this crap that he inherited. And I think we're going to forego skirting in this camper, because the idea would be we rip off, we basically dismantle this metal carport we have with that fifth wheel under it. Hopefully somebody just takes this fifth wheel off our hands, and we're gonna basically have this big pad as a tiki bar lounge we'll build that's gonna have a working bathroom and toilet in it. And then we'll have a very big pad where we can, you know, put an open fire pit on it, because there's plenty of concrete and chairs and stuff. Just a general place to hang out, clean up the look of the property. I still haven't gotten that title from that scumbag that sold me that Dutchman. I don't know what's going on there. I might have to take him to court. But we're going to try and get the title, finish fixing it up, get that sold, hopefully get our money back or most of it, get this stupid thing out of here, and then we're going to have this structure that where he is going to be, and then it's going to go that or the other way. Anyway, so once this L-shaped structure is here, 2-bedroom, we'll have a working bathroom, shower, 2-bedroom, and then we're going to continue to clean up the rest of the property. And I think it's going to be really nice in the future, because right now it's just gross. We've just got crap here that we need to clean up. And as I get time next year, I'm going to help him in the Kwanzaa hut. And then I think we need to build a root cellar because all that grain we have, to salvage it. Which we got to check on that today before we leave to make sure that nitrogen is good, because if we lost all that grain, we're going to go buy a bunch more. But I don't know. That remains to be seen. We're getting close here. I don't know how to check my battery. I think I'm going to plug my battery in. Kwanzaa hut. Kwanzaa hut. Yeah, I gotta be careful what I say on live stream. But it's a wonderful and beautiful holiday. That's what I'll say.
So are we gonna stub one up so we can find it, or what?
Stub it
Over
up
here?
You know where it's at. I mean, I can put a post in the ground. If you want.
Yeah.
Can you give me one more scrape? Can you get one more scrape on that, or do you think that's good?
One more out?
Well, just clean it up one more pass. No?
It's pretty.
Well, you know what? Leave it in because I'm going to need some of that to set that to grade, so it's, yeah.
Yeah, is that the pitch?
Yeah, here we go. So I'm not really too concerned about it breaking. All it's doing is the sleeve. Yeah. You know what? That's not tall enough.
You had to make a coupler?
I think so. And that angle sucks. So you gotta dig that back further. You gotta have to dig that.
Take that bottom?
Yeah, we need to come back. And then I think we might be okay actually. So yeah, go another 1.5 feet up there. Down below.
What if we just did straight pipe? Think it would bend enough?
Nah, I'd rather have it done right. I'd rather have this dug back a little more. We'll just keep that 45-degree angle. And I can put it right there, it'd be perfect.
Alright.
I'm gonna dig this out a little more while you're doing that. Whew. Ah. Ah, damn. Ah. Ah. You know what we can do too? We'll put a test cock and we'll have a blowout, and I can force this air out with my compressor. We'll do shut off valve. Okay, I know which one I can get off of an Apollo. We'll close the valve. The test cock can go back to the stopping weights. So even if there's a dip in the line, you won't have to worry about it. No big deal.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, just pull that out a little more.
Yeah, I don't want to do it while you're in there, man.
Well, it makes for good TV.
Huh?
It makes for good TV. Whew. All right, probably another 10 minutes and we'll be able to start backfilling. So I was worried about the grade, water supply coming down. I didn't want to have a belly, but Apollo backflows have a test cock on the ball valve handle that goes on the backflow, and I just so happen to have a lot of those. And so what I'll be able to do is install a shutoff under the cabinets where this water supply is coming in, with the ball valve here and the test cock there. And then we just put on our quick disconnect fitting, and I can just turn on the compressor and force that air all the way through that stop and waste, so we won't have any water in the system. So, I mean, is it critical? Probably not, but why take a chance? You know, if somehow this frost line is lower than 5 feet, we don't have to worry about that. So, I'd be shocked though if at 5 feet, even up here at 8,200 feet, if we're going to get freeze damage. But there's only one way to find out. The good news is, I'm going to talk to Scott about this. I think we're going to do conduit the whole way back to the well pit. So, if we get flooding for any reason, the pipe bursts, we can pull that whole thing with the new Propeps. So we'll never have to get back in the ground. And then when I do the stop and waste, those things are good for 30 years. For as little as we're going to use it. I mean, in the summertime, we just leave it on. In the wintertime, we're going to use it 12 times a year. So when they're installed correctly, they perform. And I'm going to install it correctly. God, that's beautiful. All right, let's try that. Oh man, I wish we could glue this. Some of this is loose, man. Shit. I don't like that. Hey, you brought is that red tape over there, Scott?
Yeah?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna tape this stuff.
Yeah. Probably a good idea.
Cause boy, that ain't much different. God damn it. That's awesome. All right. That'll work. That'll work.
I guess we'll have to leave that open anyway, right?
Yeah, we can always come back with a 45.
Yeah. We need to.
I mean, it'd be nice to have it.
Or we just cut it at the fucking bottom of the cabinet. And just fucking bring the line up.
That's awesome.
Are we ready to backfill?
Not quite. I want to get some of the soil under here.
Okay.
Tape this pipe. Yeah. Hey! Oh, you like where that's at on the layout? You want to double check it?
Ooh, I lost the wall. I think I wiped out our wall mark. I think that's okay, man.
All right. All right, I'm going to put a stick in the ground here
Stick in the ground.
so we have our, so we know where to dig.
Yeah, just don't make it stick up too much. Like what, an old broom handle or something?
Oh, let's get a piece of PVC.
Huh?
Let's get a piece of stick.
Don't too still, because I might run the shit over.
All right, you can start backfilling.
Yeah, let me backfill some of it, and then you can stick your stick in, I guess. Oh, yeah, there you go.
We're outside of the pad. Okay. Well, that's good. Now it's just time to the backfill. I don't know if you guys can see the screen. Oh. Whew. So, if you look at this pit, we decided. So you need your water supply to be below the frost line. The interesting thing is, you still got to come up from below the frost line to get to the tap. So, what the hell difference does it make if it's a 90 going straight up or a 45? I don't know that it makes a difference. So we just decided, screw it, we're gonna make it 45 degrees. It's just simpler. So there you go. So now we have our marker, so I know where to dig on the other side once we go trench back to our stopping waste for our supply. And we have our conduit to where we're gonna pull up our Propex. Should be in line right underneath the cabinets. So that's the plan. That's the plan, dingo. Yeah. What I realized too is you have to go about halfway to get the fucking campus. I usually camp every 4 inches.
Yeah. Anybody drive on the fucker will do a lot too.
Yeah. Hey Joe, you still there? If you are, who's the other guy watching this? It's not Dale, is it? I'd assume you're working. Oh fuck. Going over the clean out. No, just don't do it again. It's okay.
Oh shit. Yeah, I guess so.
We're okay. Yeah, just don't go back over that.
Alright. Well, I don't need to there.
So I guess what we're gonna do is we're just gonna drive the tractor over this to try and recompact it. I don't feel very confident about that. We'll see how she goes, because you can see the amount of fill we have in the hole we have. So you start looking at that, it's like there's going to be a massive hill. So, I don't know. We'll see. When I do stop and waste, I typically tamp every 4 inches with a hand tamper. Oh, and here's something interesting about that. I went back to 2 stop and wastes that I did 2 years apart, and my PVC sleeve is offset a little bit. And I can't imagine, I don't know what could have caused that, because we tamp all the way up to the pipe. I can't imagine there's 2 inches of soil movement in 4 or 5 years. So now I've got to revisit. I mean, they're still on the stop and waste, so there's not a problem. It's not going to, like, it would be all right. But what I can't figure out is how I had 1.5 inches, 2 inches of movement in like 4 or 5 years. That seems excessive. So now it's another thing I got to go study before I do it again, because I must be, I don't know if I'm tamping hard enough around the PVC sleeve, because you got to use a small one. You got to use like a 4 inch by 2 inch. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Anyway, I'll let him do the work. can't really see my phone, so I can't see if you were sending messages. If you weren't here from the beginning, it's been an hour and a half. We got our 5-foot depth. We got our sleeve in so we can run our Propex. Now we're backfilling. I do have a concern about settling because typically you want to tamp every 4 inches. So I'm a little nervous that we're going to get this back to grade and it's not going to settle after the pad's poured, which would suck. Good news is, even if there's a slight depression under 16-inch wide section of the concrete, I don't think it's going to buckle. Just because that's pretty strong. I mean, that happens all the time under sidewalks and they're fine. I can only imagine how many actual contractors that do earthwork every day are laughing their ass off at how bad we are at this. Because as far as I'm concerned, this is pretty bad. Scott, Scott, Scott. Yeah. Listen to these guys. If you don't run heavy equipment, it's going to take you a lot longer. All right, I am going to close out this live stream and charge my phone because I think I got enough film. I mean, you get the idea. And appreciate everybody who's been watching. Joe, I'll give you a shout on my way home when I go back up to the city if you're around. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Now, how do I stop this?